were you just trying to stay outside during that? Was that what happened?
I really don't know, John. Like I said, I haven't watched it. I came in and I had no idea. I just felt, like I said, I just felt like I got shot in the back of the Achilles. They just checked to make sure the tendon was still attached, and back we went. It's going to be a bruise.
It's a good way to come back, I guess. Get the game pretty good.
Yeah, you know, anytime you can help a hockey club, I mean, our line has been rolling pretty good lately, and we're going to have to continue. I think it doesn't get any easier. We have to make sure we keep working hard and try and help every night.
Can you remember an offensive explosion like this in your career over the last, say, couple of weeks?
Dating our space.
This is ranks up there for sure. I think this is a lot of goals in a short period of span, especially after the drought we've had, for a while now, since Christmas, just after Christmas. So, this is exactly what we need. Hopefully, we can keep riding it. There's 17 games left in the season. This is when you want to get hot down the stretch. We're in a dogfight to make the playoffs, so we want to make sure we keep going hard.
You gonna climb another run moving into the sixth tonight?
Sure, Travis.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, we want to keep climbing. Every night we got to try to get points. That's our goal. Every single night, try to get some points. And we got to play these guys a couple more times. It's going to be a big difference in the standings. It could really swing things one way or the other. It's got the potential to do that, so we want to make sure we keep playing these guys hard.
6 weeks ago, you guys were 13th. Now you're 6th. So it's all beginning to kind of pay off, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think probably since right after the All-Star break, I thought we had a long break. And I think everyone went out and did a self-examination of what they needed to do to be better, and we came back just really re-energized, everyone. And I mean, we've had contributions from everybody. Everyone's helping out every single night. There's a different hero every single night, so we have to keep doing that. We're definitely going to be a team effort here. Everyone's helping out.
It can go away pretty quick, I guess, when you're back in.
For me to be able to finish the game, I'm not too worried.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We want it to be homers. We want to make sure we got all our points at home, and then play well on the road and see what happens. We got to do our work at home first, and if that happens, then we can take it to the road with us.
One question. First time you played Steve Mason, what's your impression of him?
I'm 1-0.
Talks about you guys like big brother. Do you feel like down the ice you can kind of seem to get rattled when you guys take the leads?
Yeah, I mean it's been a rivalry. We've taken a lot of points off them over the years, and they've got a really good hockey team over there. We're in the hunt for the playoffs, and we don't really care who they win.
6 weeks ago, you guys were 13th in the Western Conference. Couldn't score the goal. You guys are 6th. You can't not score. What is it about? Can you put your finger on the one thing that just turns the team around?
I think it's confidence. Our top two lines are playing really confident. Steve Sullivan really adds a lot to our team, and he's kind of like that trade that he can make. I mean, we picked him up, and that's probably one of the biggest picks you can make right now in the NHL. So, since he's got his game back, he's really helped our team. It just goes down the chain and helps with every line when you can play a guy in his role.
Good for a couple guys like yourself and Jones to be able to pitch in and contribute to the doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'd like to score more, but it's not necessarily a role every night. There's other things you got to do, but when you do chip in, it's exciting. And, it usually bothers the guys a little bit, and they're excited. So it's nice to see young guys like Jones chip in.
You guys go on the road to Philadelphia, a team you haven't seen in a long time, but they haven't seen you guys in a long time, so it's going to be a pretty even game, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of young, good forwards. They got a couple of our ex-Predators. It's going to be, I think, an emotional game just because there's a lot of good friends on both sides of the team. And, we're just taking our same mindset. We want to stay in the chase for the playoffs, and we're definitely giving ourselves a good chance to do that.
How did the game kind of change from the first period to the second? It looked like the first period everybody was playing pretty defensively. Did it open up a little bit there in the second?
Yeah, I think so. I think their top line, Nas and Guselius and those guys, they got a little bit more room, and they're really nifty when they have space and they cross and drop and do stuff like that, and that created their first 2 goals. They had a really strong second period, but we really bounced back, and we've been doing a great job coming back in the third period, and just taking the game away from them.
I was going to say, to get the 2-goal cushion there early in the third made your job easier, I guess, at that point.
Yeah, and after that, I think guys played really solid defensively. They didn't, at the end there, I didn't have to make too many saves, and even though they had a little bit of push at the end, with the 6 guys, but I felt really comfortable in that and really confident that guys are gonna, handle this.
Pekka, 6 weeks ago, you guys were 13th in the conference. You couldn't buy a goal. Now you guys are 6, and it's like you score every time you get on the ice. What can you put your finger on the one thing that's turned this team around?
Well, I think we've been, paying attention to that kind of detail for a long time, and now it's starting to pay off, and guys are scoring. Our power play is scoring, and guys are just shooting more, and we are getting quality chances, and I think it's the little things. Guys are going a little bit harder to the net, and we are getting some lucky bounces. But also we have to remember that our identity is gonna play solid defensively, and it's not gonna happen every night that we score a lot of goals, and but knock on wood, hopefully it keeps going, and guys are doing a great job.
These guys give you a lot of credit, but what's it like to watch the scoring on this team now?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it makes my job easier, obviously. I've said this before, but I just always try to focus on my own thing. I try not to focus on what's the score, because there are a lot of times when you're leading by 2-3 goals, that messes up your game if you start thinking about it too much, and you're gonna give yourself a free day off or whatever, and I try not to. Score is always nothing for me, and after 60 minutes I check the score and celebrate if we are winning.
It's fairly obvious, I know, but just how important to win this one in particular, to catch Columbus in the standings tonight.
It's huge.
Some kid sent me a letter to give to you, and so you got both letters in there. So you can
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's huge. I mean, now we both have 70 points. I think we have one more game than they do, but now we have one road game, 2 home games, and then we're gonna play a lot of road games. It's gonna be interesting. Final 15 games or so after those 3 games. But yeah, every single point is huge, and now we have new goals all the time when we win games, and you get more hungry, and after every win, and now you want to catch Vancouver and those guys too.
It's the first time you've gone against Steve Mason at this level?
Yeah, first time against him. I didn't really thought about it too much, playing against him. Obviously, every time, there's a lot of, it's my first year, so I faced a lot of new guys and new goalies, new players. So, it's always nice, challenge yourself and play against. He's been this year. He's been one of the top goalies, and obviously nice to beat him. And but nothing more. There's nothing personal, and he's done a great job. But happy to these 2 points.